Hello from the North Woods of Wisconsin, where we are getting ready to embark on a 7-day adventure riding the Wisconsin Waterfall Loop, which was created by Dave Schbosky, who lives close by in Seeley. This route can be found on Bikepacking.com, and a link is provided in the video description. We are riding a slightly modified version of this route that takes us on a side adventure for night kayaking in the Red Cliff area. I gotta tell you all, we were totally surprised by the diversity of the North Woods. This route has its challenges, with some overgrown trails and sandy section at times, but also throws in constant rolling hills on perfect gravel roads, miles and miles of old school wooded single track trails, the massive and beautiful Lake Superior, and plenty of one-of-a-kind dive bars. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. All of the unique hidden waterfalls that you never get tired of seeing. So hope you all enjoy a glimpse of what bikepacking in the North Woods is like, because I know we had a blast riding it, and I bet you will too. So let's just say you haven't lived until you get to experience the North Woods of Wisconsin. We took off at the official starting location in the fun little town of Cable, riding counterclockwise and pretty much immediately starting with 20 plus miles of excellent old school single track riding. This is another one starting off really good. Cable can be considered the adventure capital of Wisconsin, providing adventure seekers all kinds of outdoor summer and winter activities. When it comes to summer, choose your dates wisely though, or you will have to deal with the wrath of the Wisconsin state bird, which the locals fondly refer to as the mosquito. September to October seems to be the perfect time to be out here, as the state bird was elusive and the ticks were luckily sleeping. Wildlife is out, so keep your eyes and ears open and enjoy. We made it to the small town of Glidden, which is known as the black bear capital of Wisconsin. In 1963, a record black bear was taken in the area that weighed 665 pounds. There is rain coming, so we quickly grabbed dinner at a bar and headed off to the Northern Lure Resort and Campground. We got an old 1940s cabin for the night to stay out of the rain. There is a story as to why we have an ostrich named Stretch along for the ride. We have actually been up here for a couple of days, but in Minnesota, staying with good friends who have a cabin near Ely. We won Stretch at a local trivia night. This is the out and back section to Spring Camp Falls, and as you can see, it's full of water and decided to bail and turn around. It's a bummer because this is Dave's favorite falls. Plumber Mine is 2,367 feet deep and was closed in 1924. The town of Ironwood is actually located in Michigan, and you can probably guess what this town was originally known for. Iron mining is long gone and has since been replaced with downhill skiing resorts. Ironwood is one of the snowiest places in Michigan, with an average seasonal snowfall of 15 feet. Located just off the bike path is Up and Smoke Southern Barbecue, and we highly recommend eating here. Unfortunately, Stormy Cromer Factory Outlet is closed today. Original plan was to stay at Curry Park, but since we skipped Spring Camp Falls, we had extra time and decided to push on. Our end goal today is now Saxon Harbor, where we can camp close to Lake Superior and enjoy dinner and drinks at Harbor Lights Bar. Now I'm gonna pay for my adventure down here. Oh, it's steep.
Come on! Push it! Push it! Come on, you candy! Oh. You see 25% gradient?
I don't know what it is, it's steep.
Come on, you candy! Suck it up! This video really is not going to do this justice. Was it worth it?
I don't know. This must be a thing, as we saw a couple of people jumping into the cold water of Lake Superior. Not us Florida people. It was a beautiful crisp morning as I tried to get my bike over the rocks to ride on the man-made barrier wall. Didn't work, so just rode along the shore. Whoa, look at this baller house.
No, I saw that when we were in the office yesterday.
So far, the riding conditions have been perfect. This all changed after crossing US Route 2 at the Frontier Bar, where the questionable, slow-going snowmobile trails start. We are pretty sure this area is one of those pavement trails. What is pavement, you ask? Well, it's the term used by his friends for connector trails used to avoid paved roads that might be too overgrown to actually pedal. It's all good though, and part of the experience. Yeah, like thread the needle and ride on this middle part. After Potato Falls, this section to Foster Falls was even more overgrown. We thought we could outsmart Dave's routing, figuring we could take what we thought was a shorter route to get us out of this mess sooner, only to make things worse, resulting in a dead end and having to turn around and retrace back to the route. We know not to do this, but sometimes you give in to the temptation of seeing a road on a map that does not go through or is no longer there. This was definitely the toughest section of the entire adventure. Come on, road. Oh. You can't even see my bike in here. Oh boy. Okay. Copper Falls State Park is an excellent place to stop for the night because it gives you time to enjoy the 4-mile walk from the campsite to see all of the falls. The rain started overnight and will be continuing for most of the day as we head out and make a quick stop at a convenience store in the town of Mellon. We tried to stop at Brunsweiler Falls and also Springbrook Falls. However, they required bushwhacking that we were not in the mood for, considering the bad weather, and wanted to keep moving. Yeah, I think we're bailing on this one. Tad bit cold for us Florida people. I think it's 48 degrees and raining. Yeah, we're definitely not used to this. You've had more fun? Yeah, same here. I've had more fun. Morgan Falls also required walking to the falls and ended up here to warm up instead. Having fun still?
No. This is the first eating lunch in a porta potty.
You look like you're the one of the scientists from the 12 Monkeys movie. Didn't they have all the plastic around them?
I feel like a homeless person.
Yeah.
Plastic gloves on.
Yep.
Dollar rain poncho.
Yep. And now you don't sound like a sailboat anymore, flapping in the breeze.
What? I can't hear you.
What?
What?
I think looking straight ahead that way is the abandoned railroad. And I'm definitely happy we skipped it and then took this road instead. Benoit Cheese House is a must stop, and luckily our timing was good as they were open. This is the Plywood Palace, to us considered the king of dive bars. Too bad it was not open. How does the roof not leak? Original goal was to camp at Birch Lake Campground, but we are tired of the cold weather and tried calling Valhalla View Cabins instead, but they never returned our call. So we go with plan number 3 and head off route to Ashland and stay in a hotel right on the shores of Lake Superior.
Doodles, come back. They don't make it easy here.
I think the bike's easier. Awesome place to stay last night with an excellent Mexican restaurant next door for dinner. Now remember when we said we were planning on kayaking in the Red Cliff area? We have 2 options today. We can stay along the lake and take the easy way to Red Cliff, or we can make our way back to the route near Valhalla Cabins, which is what we chose, and it was a good one.
Ooh, that was a steep one.
If you have ridden this route, you probably will not forget this section, as it can get really sandy. At the top of the big climb, we left the route and made our way to Red Cliff, and rode up another steep hill to see this little gem. Yeah, it is. All right. Pretty sure those are bear tracks. How do you say that name? Huh?
I don't really see the sea caves.
It was fun getting off the bikes for a short night kayak paddle on Lake Superior, including an old shipwreck and paddling into small caves.
Spooky.
Alright, I'm gonna turn it off.
Okay, turn it.
Yeah, did you hit the wall? Pretty much.
Smile. Okay, 1, 2.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Finally, a crisp, clear morning and sun that is going to shine on us the entire day. We joined back up to the route in Cornucopia, which is Wisconsin's northernmost village, where you can find small shops and this nice little cafe. Cornucopia is famous for being the western gateway to the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore, and picturesque harbor with its artesian well, sandy beaches, and beautiful sunsets.
This would have been awesome.
We have read that this section from Port Wing to Winoka Lake can be slow going. To be honest, we were a little worried about potential davement. Luckily, there was none of that, and it was all beautiful riding. With this beautiful day we are having and the bad weather that's coming this way tonight, we make the best of it by riding just past the Delta Diner to Lake Delta Campground. As expected, the rain is here, but we really don't care at this point because we are so close to the finish and we have a real treat waiting for us. Ah! Man, you almost got it! We timed this one perfectly and arrived at the famous Delta Diner right before they opened. We were really looking forward to this and it did not disappoint. The owner is super friendly, and the food and coffee was excellent. Alright, let's see, left turn. Hopefully our car is still there. Yes, the van's still there. Success. Yes. No broken windows, we're good.
Yeah.
Was this still here? Was this here before?
No.
No? As soon as we finished, we got in touch with the route designer, Dave, and he was free to meet us for lunch and then invited us back to his studio to be on his podcast called Life Above 8. See link in the video description. So look who we ran into, Dave, the route designer.
Seeley Dave.
Seeley
Yes,
Dave,
Seeley
and you're
Dave.
here in my little
Yes.
cabin in Seeley.
Yes.
Yes.
So I just want to say thank you for designing this route.
Absolutely, it was a
Yeah.
pleasure. When I was a kid, I used to really really like building forts, and then I found I never went in them.
Yeah.
The fun was in the building
Yeah.
and the idea and thinking about it. And it's not that I won't ever ride my waterfall route again, but I actually really enjoy that process of creating routes, and so it's fun for me. It's not a labor. It's a labor of love, if anything, to create them, and it does take a tremendous amount of work because I probably rode, to create a 380-mile route, rode 2,000 miles, over 3 years. Because you look at these things on a Forest Service map or on Ride with GPS satellite imagery or Gaia or something, and then you think it's there, and then you go out there and it's like, no, this doesn't work, and so you've got to ride around and stuff. But again, all fun. Riding your bike around the woods, getting lost, and stopping
Yeah.
in random taverns and stuff.
Well,
so.
and as you'll see at the video, we did try to take an alternative route the 1 year. It was in one of the sections that was kind of rough. It was like a snowmobile trail, and it ended up being a disaster.
Oh.
So
And
don't
you never
ever do that.
Well, you never know. You just go down them, and then you think, well, and you look at your.
Yes, you look
you're like,
at
look,
it,
this
yes.
is gonna connect,
Yes,
right? This is
it
gonna
does
connect,
not. It
and
does
then
not.
you're in like a full-on swamp, and
Yeah.
and you're. I don't mind a little bushwhacking, but there's a limit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other nice thing about the time you guys came here is no bugs.
No
and
bugs. The leaves are starting to change.
ticks are pretty much non-existent.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Spring
we
is-
tested that theory with the ticks.
Yeah.
We went on a little
Yeah.
briefly, like for people like us that ride, do all the bike packing or bike touring we do. We need people like you.
Yeah.
Well-
Yeah, that's why we're so appreciative when someone comes up with, especially with such a great route like that you put together.
Well, thanks. I appreciate you guys.
So
the
thanks for
feedback.
spending
Yep.
time
All
with
right.
us, too.
All right. Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And this is another fun adventure in the books. Thank you to everyone that have watched our videos. We really appreciate it. Happy trails.
Firm grip. There you go. All right. So on the count of 3, you'll just give them a lunge over the hill. So 1, 2, 3.